Please join me in inviting President Barack Obama and Kehinde Wiley to unveil the portrait.
Thank you, thank you. Let's get it started. So the beat I made is WONDAGURL / Eastbound, maybe Vivid inspired. I'm gonna play you the beat and then I'm gonna break down to you how I made it and all that good stuff. So let's get into it.
That's tough, my nigga. That's tough.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna start off with the sample. The sample was pretty simple. I just found this random sample from YouTube. This is how it sounds like at first. Yeah, it has that watery feeling. Let me go to the part where I sampled it. I think it's this one. This part. Okay, so I sampled that part and I went to Fluty Slicer and I dragged the sample. Bam. All right. So after that, I moved it up like 6 beats. And I sliced it. And then I time stretched it to 200. Go all the way up to 200. You can see on the side. Go. And then I pitched it down like 600%. And it should sound like this. Now, I don't want to, if you notice, okay. If you hear the, okay. You notice the clicking noise? One way to get it out is to just raise up the fade in and the fade out. It's gonna sound more like a side chain, but definitely takes out the clicking noise. There you go. And one more thing, I went to the envelope and root note was, I think it's F5. Yeah, F5. And it should be, there you go. Oh. Next is the counter melody. So what I did was if I duplicated and instead of the root note being F5, I made it F4. That's gonna make it a higher pitch than it is. I know it's confusing. Now I'm adding the notes. Don't forget to go to drumafile.com. And you should get this house sound by itself. All right, so now we got something rolling. We got something cooking. It smells so good. So next thing is, of course, we got to put the spice in there. You know, we need a little spice, a little salt, a little pepper, and that's where I use Paramount EQ. I took out the highs, I took out the lows, so that the bass can breathe and the hi-hats and all that shit. And I stereo shape it so it can be like more wider-ish, the sample. And also one more thing I did was I add a flanger. I didn't do much with it. I just kept it the default setting. And for the stereo shaper, you can just copy it down. I don't care. And then if you have all those together, you get all right. Sounds nice. That's nice. Now next is the drums. So if you guys are a FL20 user, I just found this out. You can go here, the effect target, and then you just boost it up, all this bullshit, all this crazy stuff, boost up the highs, the kick, and all that shit. I mean, if you, yeah, whatever, man. I really don't know what I was saying, but it just sounded good to me. It's my shit. It's my video. It sounds good to me. So yeah, I didn't put any effects on anything. You have your kick, of course. You have your snare. You definitely need a snare. Combine that, and I added some drum fill with it to sound like this. Last is the A. So of course I had to incorporate the slides. That if you guys don't know what the slide is, this is my best way to explain it. So the slide, what it does, it just slides. It slides up to the notes. So let's say you have a note like this long, and you have a slide like that. So it's gonna play the note, of course, and then when you have this slide, it's gonna go, instead of jumping up, if you just have it like a note here and note here, it's not, instead of going like it's gonna go like that. You know what I'm saying? That makes more sense. I didn't want to do too much with the slide stuff, you know, pan left, right, all that shit. You know how WONDAGURLs be with their beats, but I just did a little something like. Right, so first thing I will definitely talk about is that high pitched 808 where you hear that echoey. So what I did was, of course, I duplicated the 808 and I put some effects on it. So I put 3 effects. One of them is a fruity convolver. It's like a reverb, but I enjoy using it. I didn't touch anything. Well, I just toned down the wetness. That's it. I just kept it as default settings. Another thing I used was fruity delay. Get that that echoey feely. So I ping pong it so you can hear it from the left and the right. And I made the time to be 4. Yeah. So the last thing I used was a filter. I used a simple high pass filter, cut off the frequency like 55%, and yeah, if I just solo it by itself, it would sound like this. So, you know, just give it a little character. Yeah, so that's the 808 part. Just make sure your 808 is like really aggressive, like it's in your face, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just ready to fight someone. It's like barking. Yeah. That's the whole beat. I had a second part for the 808, like an 808 pattern. It's nothing too crazy. It's same as I did a little tweak, but I don't know if you want to hear it, I'll just play it to you. If you want to hear it one more time, I'll play it one more time just so you know how it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Forgot how it sounds like. I'm gonna play it one more time.
God, if y'all don't give me my motherfucking money, somebody gonna die.
Straight like that, somebody gonna die.